way.
Well, I haven't done it at all this year. Like 2023 was pretty much, like full blown, full tilt. But I would go in K-holes and all that for sure.
I mean, because some people, like you said, use it as it's at a medical,
for sure.
aspect, and then some people use it to party. But it is what it is.
Yeah, in New York, it's like more popular than cocaine. Like more people have K than cocaine.
Yeah, Cheesy's been coming around big time too.
Yeah,
what did you say, Bruce?
Juicy.
What is that?
Nobody really knows, but they call it pink cocaine. I feel it's like a MDMA ketamine base.
They mixed it together.
Yeah.
So
mixed with a bunch of other stuff in it.
Can you tell people that don't know what's the difference between cocaine and ketamine and all that?
Act like you're talking to me.
Yeah.
It's just a different drug, Yeah, it's a completely different drug.
Cocaine's an upper.
Cocaine's an upper and just makes you want to do cocaine all night. Just want to do cocaine and chain smoke cigarettes and be tweaked out. Whereas ketamine is more of like a spiritual.
Yeah, you get into your mind.
Yeah.
Although I've seen people in K-holes before, and that is kind of scary.
K-holes are definitely scary.
I was very concerned.
What's a K-hole?
When you take too much.
And you just...
Is that
you go into a freak like K-hole? It's weird. It's so scary.
Yeah, scary. And sweating.
You feel like you're going to die. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I saw on Vice or whatever, in the UK, it's huge. Like that's all they do too.
I think it's been growing a lot. You said, it's more even prevalent than cocaine now.
Yeah.
It is.
But isn't it a horse tranquilizer?
Yeah.
Okay, so that kind of...
I mean, it can be, but, they do use it for medical
I have
purposes.
seen that people are doing it now, like in a doctor's office.
Yeah.
Controlled
ketamine
therapy. I have seen
I hear you really go into a K-hole.
Is it a pill? Is it snort it? Is it...
It's a drip, and then there's also like pills. And then on the street, you snort it.
Okay. Correct.
Cool.
You can also put it in your drink if you want. Because because my girlfriend after Sarah, while we broke up, she loved ketamine, but I was like, I'll never sniff it. I don't sniff anything.
So do you feel like better not doing anything? Or are you totally sober now?
For sure. I'm totally sober except for weed. I do smoke weed. But I feel 100% better. I'm like working and getting stuff done and like focused.
Well, that's
my career for like 3 years. I wasn't,
So what are you doing now? What is your career? I know the jazz music.
No, so now it's like I'm focusing on the book rollout.
Oh, got it.
And getting real serious with that.
I printed out some things and I just wanted to go back to this.
Sure.
I'm just going to ask you, who is Liz Crokin? She says she's the reporter that she addresses it to Jay-Z. She says, "Hey, Jay-Z, I was the reporter who talked to your alleged mistress right before she died / was murdered. I know everything. I know what you did. Go fuck yourself. Your time is coming. Maybe you and Diddy can share a prison cell together. Justice is coming."
That's correct. That's intense, right?
That's intense. Wow. And then she said, when Kanye West says Jay-Z has murderers, I believe he's talking about the people who killed Cathy White.
So that all came like with that documentary. And then they named me in the documentary, in that same documentary. And so then I started to get, inquiries about the story from the documentary. So I was like, oh my gosh, here we go. And then that's how we're here. That's why I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna put the book out and do book. But I also have clients still always. I still do, strategic PR work, advise, counsel. PR is totally different now. You don't really need a publicist because you have social media and you can just issue your statements, so I just do like a lot of the strategy,
That is always so interesting to me because sometimes you see some crazy stuff happening and then the way that these famous people respond, you kind of go, how? They don't have a good publicist. Like, this is craziness. Another question, though. I read somewhere that you dated Adele. Is that true?
That's wild, right?
In 2019.
She's so good.
Marcella saw her live and
she was my favorite concert that I've ever seen.
What concert?
Adele.
Yeah, which one?
Oh, in Vegas in August. I just went to her residency.
What's your favorite song by her?
Well, I'm a dancer, so I choreograph a lot to her. So
Dancer like my ex.
Do what? No, I'm more. I think I'd be good at it, but I take those classes. But no, I choreograph contemporary jazz, and I think my gosh, so many of her songs I just have choreographed to. I can't pick one. I was singing her today in the car. I was yelling. I'm not a good singer, but I was singing to Adele.
Which song?
I Can't Make You Love Me.
Oh, yeah. I like Garth Brooks' version, too.
Yeah, so there's a lot of versions. That's just what came on.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, so the thing with Adele is it's like in the Daily Mail, the Mirror, went viral. My family was like congratulating me. They were like, oh my gosh, you should come over.
With Adele.
My daughter was like so proud of me. And then when they found out, well, that's not what's happening, guys.
So you didn't date her?
There was no invitations. I was like, what happened to the invitations? Like,
so you guys didn't date? You just are friends?
No. So it was just a really weird incident. That's all I can say. I'll talk about it a little bit more. It was a really strange incident, right? And it was surreal. It was like that time when we were number one. It was that time when we were at Quad Studios is where I met her. And she was like so cool. And she was like in the studio. She didn't have her makeup on, and she's like, Adele 2019 is a little different than Adele, 2024.
What you saying?
Yeah, but yeah,
I think she looks better then.
Oh, really?
Aww. That is so sweet.
That is very sweet.
Yeah. But anyways, so we hung out together and they got some photos and they try to use those photos against her.
I see.
She was going through a divorce.
Oh,
got it.
With Simon. And what's crazy is in the photos, my girlfriend that I told you who was a dancer, she was also in those photos, but she's so short. She's like 5'1". Oh. So like Adele's like showing me her phone. And the photos that came out that were on the Splash website look crazy. So, it came out, they circulated it. She said no comment and it just, went through the roof, So I said no comment, because she did. I was just going off her. But I was like, man, this is karma. This is the Jay-Z Rihanna thing coming back because I was like so happy, right? And I was in like my own little triangle because my dancer and then like Adele, I was like, which one? So we went, we went, we partied and she was close with Jennifer Lawrence from Louisville, where I'm from. And so it was really cool. It was a lot of surreal stuff happened. And then those stories come out and it's over. It's like, motherfucker.
Oh.
So, Jonathan, you have 2 daughters?
I do.
How are they?
It's crazy. 23 and 22.
Oh my God.
Are you close to them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you see them?
Yeah.
Where do they live?
So my oldest daughter, she just moved in with me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, within the last month.
Well, that's cool. What does she do?
She's trying to figure it out.
Aren't they all?
I'm just like, Are you kidding me? You haven't got this figured out yet? And then my other daughter, she just finished school. And she's like in a serious relationship. She's doing well. She does like stocks. She's making, her grandparents left her a fortune. So she's doing really well.
She's making right decisions.
She's making the right decisions, yeah.
So you were in Dallas for some stem cell therapy, I read here.
Yeah.
Was that the last time we were going to have you in the studio? We wanted to see you in person so bad.
I know. The stem cell therapy was cool.
Yeah, was it? Did it work?
It did.
It did?
Yeah.
Where did you have that done? Like, you remember?
Where?
Yeah, in Dallas. No, in Dallas. Where was it? Give them a shout out.
The woman's name is Megan. I can't think about. The place is called Modern Enhancements.
Okay. That's
what
awesome.
it's called.
I mean, and it helped you. That's amazing.
It did. I got the knee thing, and then also did my my private area.
Oh my gosh. What do you do there? What is that for?
So she was like telling me this whole time, right? She was like, it's enhancement.
Oh.
Right. And it extends and everything else and blah, 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 blah. And so she was like, so while they're doing the PRP, human growth hormone, while they're recycling the plasma in the blood, she's like, we might as well just do this here. I was like, no. And then I was like, all right, fine. And they give you 9 shots there.
In your penis?
Yeah. It was
my God.
It was the worst thing.
It was the
like,
worst?
Oh my gosh.
But would you recommend it?
Like afterwards? Yeah, of course.
Wow.
but it goes away, you know?
So you have to do it over and over.
You have to do like a pump.
Oh.
Which is weird, but not like the pumps that you buy online. It's like a medical.
Right.
Like a medical pump.
Right.
What's a pump?
Gino Ranieri, a penis pump.
I don't know what that is.
Pump it up.
You pump it up.
Pump it up. So you'd have to do that, but it worked. But
it gets bigger, I think.
You had to go through all that stuff.
Google it.
I don't think I want to Google that.
You should Google
who knows
it.
what comes
Makes
up.
weird noises. So if you're trying to be discreet in the bathroom, it's like.
Oh my God.
What's blowing up?
Your penis.
Exactly.
I don't understand.
It's like a tube.
And you put it in there.
It has a pump. And it makes it expand in the tube.
Yeah, exactly.
It fills with air?
Gino, just look it up.
It sucks the air.
But when you've had the human growth hormone and PRP, the combination of all that, really works.
Wow.
Okay.
Learn something every day.
Jonathan, I'm still kind of hung up on the home invasion. Like, were you by yourself when this happened?
This is my daughter.
What? Which one?
She was 14. The
Oh
youngest
my
one.
gosh.
No.
Mm.
Where was she? Was she taped as well? Duct taped as well?
No.
Where was she?
But she was pistol whipped. I was because.
Pistol whipped?
Yeah.
Was it random or did they come after you for?
No, it was like it was set up for sure. And it was really strange just because my ex-fiance at the time, who I dated for 9 years, like she started dating the guy who went to prison for it.
Stop.
Wow.
That's weird.
Yeah, so I would constantly go to the police and they'd be like, it's all circumstantial evidence. And they could never even, get charges. And then she was so flagrant. She would post up pictures with him, like after like he was charged. And then she would act, so innocent. So she sued me like for, I'm not kidding. It's like public record. You can find it. She sued me and won a $2 million judgment, against me. And then she pressed charges in Indiana because I just moved on and I was like happy. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, Mercy, you won. You won. Oh my gosh. Right. Like you you defeated me. And she just kept going and going and going. And I would constantly have to go to court.
Oh.
And, it was just really like, that's what I'm saying. That's why I wrote the book, I really want to say dancer because, strippers, they feel a certain way. They feel disrespected if you call them a stripper. They want to be called dancer, but how a dancer saved my life. And I want to, paint the difference is because she was that, but she was very organized. Like she trained every day, she was in constant shape, she was, dancing in New York. So she had to look the best. I mean, she had like an infrastructure in place. It was just business for her. People who came in, were her clients and she made a lot of money,
I'm sure.
And I told her, this is something like, I was like, if you quit, I'll match whatever you're making your own match. I'll pay you that. Right. And I was thinking like, I was talking to my friends. It's gotta be like, what do you think? Like 10, 15 a month, and 5, what do you think? And then she told me, right. She was like, okay, I'll do it. She was like, I make 30,000 a month. I was like,
damn.
No way. I was like, oh my gosh.
Never mind. Just
You're
kidding.
like, never mind.
So did you match it?
So for like 3 months, I did. I got the settlement and I was doing really, really well. But in the 3rd month, I was like, all right, if you love me, like you say, it's kind of weird that I'm paying you.
Especially 30,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can we cut it back to 3,000? Can we cut it back to no 1,000? And she was like,
No thousand.
hey. She was like, babes, I wanted to talk about that. Anyways. And so I quit paying her.
And then what happened?
We stayed together for a few years. So I guess it was something, but I would always ask her like, yo, I want to see Lolly. That was her dancer. Like, she put on her wigs and her makeup, right? Because she got like so normal, and then she was like working, our business and like motivating me so much. I was like, where's the ketamine? Where's the party? She got like too normal,
So you missed it.
Yeah, I wanted the chaos. No, I like both, of course,
Oh, wow. You have lived some life there, Jonathan.
That's wild, right? There's a lot more. It's boring, but
yeah, tell us more. So I have a couple more questions. Like, what about Kesha during her sexual assault lawsuit against Dr. Luke? What you spoke out about that in Rolling Stone as well.
Yeah, that was a Rolling Stone magazine. Dr. Luke, she was, she said that he was threatening her with, that he would hold her royalties and hold her masters and just all this weird stuff. So Rolling Stone contacted me and asked me my opinion, and I gave, my opinion of the situation.
So do you know Kesha?
I didn't.
Oh, you got okay, got it.
I just did it for the Rolling Stone.
I see. The magazine called you a crisis management expert.
They did. I was like, heck yeah, that's great.
Yeah, and then you talked about the lyrics to Famous, the song that caused the public battle between Taylor Swift, Kanye West, and Kim Kardashian.
Correct. That was with my client. His name is Sahada Prince. He's like Kanye West, his writer. His name is Sidell Young. So if you look at like Kanye West's lyrics, a lot of them are written by Sidell Young, who's Sahada Prince, who is an artist that I worked with, for so long, right? And the lyrics, I think me and Taylor will still have sex. I made her famous, whatever. Those lyrics, he wrote those lyrics. He wrote the song. So it's like everybody was getting mad about, Kanye saying this. Well, he didn't even think that. Somebody else did.
Oh, wow.
But then he came out and rebutted it. No, I did write those 2 lines. Everything else he wrote. But I did write those 2 lines. Like, whatever.
But I think the whole controversy was the fact that they asked her for permission and she said no, and then they did it anyways, right?
Of course, like Kim did or something.
Right.
Yeah.
You said that Kanye is misunderstood by the press, by the media.
What's
Yeah.
going on with him right now, though?
I heard he's addicted to whippets.
What's a
And
whip?
isn't that weird?
Whippet is the
Nitrous oxide, what they
Yeah.
give you at the dentist. Laughing gas.
yeah. You can do it with a whipped cream can.
Yeah.
What do you think?
It'd be wild to be addicted to that. That'd be weird.
I can see it being addictive.
But wasn't what's his
Really?
name from Jackass? He did. Did anyone see his documentary Steve-O when he was addicted to whippets?
I can see that.
And they did. It was so crazy
Yeah.
to watch
all
him.
those little cartridges everywhere.
Yes, but he's sober now. But he said it lingers.
Yeah.
He still hallucinates or something.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I mean, clean now, but you can get addicted to that.
I feel so.
Yeah.
But do you know anything about Kanye West today?
No, I just
You don't?
feel like he's just coping.
He's jacked now. Have you seen him lately?
Mm-mm.
Like, he's fit.
Well, I
Really?
just see him and his girlfriend
Who is always
sometimes
naked?
on Instagram.
Half naked.
I'm just looking at her outfits, but he just seems not happy. But
He never seemed happy. He always seems like
I think he
mad
was
at
happy with
something.
Kim.
Yeah.
You think that too?
Nah.
Yeah, I like Kanye though.
Yeah, I do too. I have not. I mean, I feel he's misunderstood myself. Like
I liked him a lot after I watched his documentary.
Right. Yeah. For sure.
I think-
He's amazing. And like I love his shoes. Like I didn't at first because I thought those are so ugly, but once I put on the Yeezys, I was like, these are the greatest shoes ever. You
I
know,
think they're so ugly.
I know they are, but they're so comfortable. I love to wear them. Now I'm addicted to them. I'm addicted to Yeezys and ketamine.
Tell us about your involvement with the Drake and Sophie Brussaux pregnancy scandal.
So that's like a thing that I started working with Sophie, like right after, well, it was like right before the home invasion happened. So once the home invasion happened, I started to work with her, and I would report to Drake's camp, and his camp was Future, not Future the rapper, but Future is like manager and him and his lawyer, and they were kind of like keeping active on her. So I felt like I was like a spy, and I was like, I believe that this child is your child. The gynecologist or the midwife, have said when the date of conception was. And obviously that was his child, right? So, she was 100% right. But at first they thought it was a girl. And obviously it's not, it's Adonis. So we put out, she was really, really aggressive. She put out like the ultrasounds. So I was trying to like manage the situation, which was a perfect distraction while I was going, through the home invasion at the time.
Oh, wow.
So like dealing through all that, I was like way like invested in their drama.
So, and he tried to get her to have an abortion, correct?
Well, that's what I said in like People magazine. Like I saw the text messages.
Mm-hmm.
I did see the text messages, but there were both of them were saying a lot of stuff. When you got young, like really attractive, like
Right.
people when toxic, and like I've said a lot of crazy things.